All right, so we had a awesome weekend. All right. Now look, you guys were fun to work with. Every single person was receptive, and I can't tell you how important that is for us. It makes training so much easier for us. It makes it more fun for us. All those things. We had just an awesome week, and I loved watching all of you progress, folks. I don't think you really understand, like, to shoot at the level that you guys ended up shooting. Those are small targets from here all the way out. As a matter of fact, Ray and I were talking about this at the beginning of this course, like, man, there's a lot of small targets out there. Are the students gonna be able to do it? And I was like, Ray, I believe in our students, all right? No.
Sure you did.
But it's legit. Like, those are small targets. I mean, a lot of those targets, even going out to 600 yards or so, are, you know, small 10-inch circles. Those little pigs are about that big. I mean, how many of you thought you were gonna be shooting those small targets at that distance that consistently? I mean, you guys did a great job. I think the only full-size IPSC out there is the 1,000.
It is the 1,000, and I think we did one somewhere else, right, Mo?
At the 500?
Yeah, number eight.
Number
and
eight's
then not
full
all
size.
of you could see the one in front of the car, but for example, like number 7, the one that was over the hill, that thing's only 10 inches tip to tip, that diamond.
Yeah.
And that actually wasn't a problem with this class for most people.
Not a single problem. So, I mean, again, you guys listened, you applied, you did what we asked you to do, and you know, there was no resistance. Again, I really appreciate that. Real quick, I want to go through real quick and ask you guys, what was your favorite part? What'd you learn? Like, what was the big takeaway? And yeah, like, kind of what you liked the most about this class. And we'll start with you, Terry.
Well, I like the personalized instruction. I thought that was great. I really feel privileged and gratitude to be here with such high-level people, so I appreciate that.
Awesome.
Thank you.
Well, we appreciate that. What do you feel like you learned? What was like the big takeaway that you learned the most?
Well, I still think proper setup and fundamentals are the heartbeat of this thing, and
100%.
I have a lot of work to do on that.
Well, you got better and better and better, and you did a great job with that. That's one thing. Look, all the little stuff that we point out to you guys, whether it's equipment issues or all these things, those are things that honestly, if people are trying to learn these things on their own, like, you know, I was working with Lee today, and, you know, we looked at and saw that his bipods were in front of his mat. And, you know, as he's leaning into that, his mat's sliding back because his bipods, those are things that you probably wouldn't even notice on the range on your own, but we help you, we help you reduce the amount of failures and the time it takes to figure all those little things out. And it's really important. VJ.
Basically the same thing Terry said. You guys were very patient with me personally. I had a difficult time in the prone, and you worked with me on that. The level of advice I got from Ray, from you, from Mo and Brian, unbelievable. Well worth every penny I paid for this course.
Awesome. Well, we appreciate that. We appreciate that. John.
I came here not knowing what to expect because this isn't what I've done before.
Yep.
It met and exceeded my expectations. And the patience of all the instructors is phenomenal. And just the clear, concise, and calmness dealing with all of us. When I went and meeting you two guys, I've seen these on your YouTube things and that, and it's just that you are the people that you are on there. You're decent people, and it was a pleasure meeting both of you and Mo and Brian also.
Yeah.
I appreciate the questions that I asked and the knowledge that will get back, and various things that I says, hey, what about this? And well, you might want to do this instead, or try this, and equipment stuff that I've discussed with each of you too. I appreciate it.
Yeah, no, well, that's what we're here for, man. Dave.
Thank you.
I was really impressed with the level of professionalism that you guys showed, and the patience that you showed as well. I'm going to have a patch made that says prone position sucks.
I'll buy one.
Good idea, Gary.
But aside from all of that, just, you guys stressing the fundamentals, because until now, I didn't know what the fundamentals were, really. I just went out and shot and hoped for the best.
Oh, that's awesome. No, we're glad to have you here, Dave, that's for sure. Sergeant Major.
Roger. Ditto everything these guys said about y'all's professionalism and y'all's knowledge, and like, can't remember which one said it, but worth every penny, worth every penny to come out here. I learned everything, from of course, I know how to sight in a weapon, and I know the prone position and all that stuff, but I I haven't really shot a lot in a long time, and getting behind a weapon again and getting those fundamentals down to where they need to be is great. And I told Mo earlier, I said I've met every expectation that I wanted out here to be able to shoot long range.
Awesome.
I was hitting, I hit the 1,000-meter target numerous times. We went over to the little sub MOA target at 700-ish. I hit that 5 or 6 times.
Awesome.
So I met every expectation that I wanted
Awesome.
to learn. Thank you.
Awesome. Lee.
In addition to what everyone else said, I like how much you guys packed into the course. I felt like you guys pushed us to our absolute limit as far as not just all the techniques we had to learn behind the rifle, but everything in the classroom too. It's just cool to see like just how subtle the fundamental techniques are. If you get it just a little bit wrong, it makes a huge difference when you pull the trigger. So we learn a lot, and it also lets us know that we have a lot of practice to do to get the fundamentals to the point where they're second nature.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Yeah, and like I told a couple of the guys that were with us today, you can get away with slacking on the fundamentals on this infield, right? And you can slap the trigger a little bit. You can have some things wrong because it's so close. They're still small targets. You guys still kick butt. But when you get out to there, 700 and beyond, like you better be wire tight. And you gotta have those things done. And that's what tells you if you're applying those fundamentals each and every single time. And it's just a matter of getting those consistent every time and then being able to apply those fundamentals in a compressed timeline, right? So now I gotta do it quick and I still gotta do it right 100%. So that's what it's all about. Dan.
Yeah, quality of instruction. You guys, it really shows how hard you've worked to bring this class to life. I really appreciate that. The building blocks of the fundamentals, I feel like I could walk away from here and apply them on my own. It's been drilled into muscle memory in my brain. So I really value that. So that's outstanding as far as an asset to walk away from.
Awesome. Awesome. Well, we appreciate that. Thank you very much. Matt.
Definitely the quality of the instruction, the feedback, and the variety of feedback from everybody is really important. A lot of good information for me, especially on gear. I had a lot of stuff that I thought might work, but doesn't work the way I want it to. And you guys, I got to see that really well and understand why. And learning a process, something I can repeat down the road, and having the notes and the book and the stuff, things that I can take to the range and say, okay, and learn from it. That's really important.
Awesome. Awesome. It was great having you here this week. Stephanie, our first female at the XP Long Range Academy. Woo!
I said it yesterday, but I'm going to say it again. The PowerPoint presentation and how Mo explained it yesterday and went over everything, and again, a little bit this morning in the review, it gave a visual and explanation, and then coming out here and applying it, working with you yesterday, working with Brian today, and the instructions were very clear. PowerPoint and physically coming out here and doing it. It was just overall, everything was just phenomenal.
Awesome.
Great.
Well, we appreciate that.
Thank you.
Matt. Duncan.
Learned I need to check batteries before coming out.
That's where we learn all the little things, right?
All pieces of equipment.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Pieces of equipment you don't think use a lot of batteries. Probably use a little more.
Yeah.
But I'm just kidding. Again, great instruction, just like last time I was here. Always learn a little bit more and trying to tighten up things a little bit more, and realizing that I might actually be getting ahead of myself with speed and inducing my own errors, and just try to calm down a little bit when I'm actually going to go for time. Definitely need to do that while continuing to find ways to take some time off of each of my movements.
Yeah.
So work on that a little bit. But yeah, it was, again, a great course.
Well, I thought it was super cool that you and your wife came here. I think, this is a memory that you guys will share forever, and we're just, super thankful to be a part of that. And
I love the photo bomb.
You love.
That's hilarious.
Good. Did I actually get it there?
Yo, it's beautiful. I'll show you. It's awesome.
No, but that's really cool when people bring their family, their wives, their kids, their husbands, daughters, all that stuff. And, you know, it's just cool to be part of those memories. And I mean, this is an awesome vacation for anybody, right? This is better than a cruise. I'd take this over a cruise any day of the week. Henry.
Everything they said, I had fun. That's one thing that's important.
Sure.
You have to have a good time. These guys, awesome. Hard on me, but guess what? I learned and I improved, and Mo got me there. And that's one of the things where that you're going to benefit, that somebody's going to critique you, tell you, hey, you're doing this wrong. This needs to be worked on. You're going to fix it. And he helped me fix it.
Yeah.
I enjoyed it. Class is great. The ratio is great. And everybody here, I believe, had a good time. That's what's important.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And,
Yeah.
Go ahead.
I want to say our group that I was in, the squad that I was in, the teamwork amongst ourselves too.
Yeah, that's a big part of it.
Helping critique each other and all that. That was great, also.
I loved it when you picked him up.
Yeah.
I did the Gary shuffle on him.
Grabbing his hips? You'd been wanting to practice that for a while, didn't you? He was looking for an opportunity. No, that's all. Having fun is absolutely important. This is not, you know, nobody's slinging lead back at us. So it's important to have fun and get out here. And I mean, that's why Ray and I love this, right? I mean, this is what I love to do. If you want to ask me, what would you want to do? I want to be out here shooting and or teaching people. It's actually more fun teaching people. I get more joy out of that than sitting there and slinging lead, as much as I love doing that.
That's why we started the channels.
100%.
The whole reason why I started mine.
Yeah, 100%.
And guys, Gary and I put a lot of time, Gary even more so, on coming up with the curriculum, but we collaborated together.
And Mo.
Yeah, and Mo as well.
Yep.
But how many of you guys would have had the misconception of, hey, I got to have a Kestrel for that? Think about what you did. You took a hard data book that's never going to go bad, doesn't need batteries. You built data on rifles that you didn't even know for you guys that rented our rifles, and you were able to take it out to 1,000. It's repeatable, and you've got that hard record for these conditions. And that's the way we were taught. That is, I believe, the right way. Those tools will help you. But if you're sitting back here with a Kestrel and you're taking a wind reading and it says, okay, well, I need to hold 3/10 left. Well, if you watch through your scope enough, that doesn't mean that's what's going to happen down there. And this gives you, yeah, exactly. So this gives you a chance to focus on that instead of relying on this piece of electronic equipment that can go wrong. It can break. It will break at some point, and no matter who makes it. And having that fundamental, you'll always be able to go back to that.
I ain't gonna lie.
That's right. Yeah, looking at those indicators.
And how many of you right now, you know what your dope is at 400 yards? All right?
Or close.
Should be everybody, right? Like, if you were using the Kestrel the whole time, you wouldn't remember any of that.
No, because it's spitting the number, you're forgetting it, you're shooting it, and you're done.
Yep.
Yeah.
100%. Let's see, we missed Jeremy. Jeremy.
Again, like everybody else has said, this experience is definitely what I was hoping for and exceeded my expectations. The amount of effort is obvious that y'all put into this and the passion. I mean, that's just hands down off the charts. I've taken away great value from both of my instructors that I got to work with. Very little thing from both Mo and Brian. The patience of everything. My squad. I mean, getting to meet y'all in person. I've been watching y'all's videos for a long time. Just everything across the board. Can't say nothing. Thank you.
Well, thank you. You know, that means a lot to us. It really does. It really does. And Sebastian.
You know, I can't really add much to what everybody else has said. I guess like maybe my personal take is it feels like a lifetime of shooting in like 3 days. It's something that's not as corny as fuck whatever, but shoot me now. But it really does. Like I have never held a rifle before, and getting the fundamentals.
I hope my microphone picked up on that, because that is going into YouTube.
from Mo in the classroom is what Stephanie was saying, and then seeing Ray kind of put it into practice for the zeroing. Didn't know what that was when I came here.
Yep.
And then as we finished today, like heading out at almost 1,000 yards, I would try to call it like an accelerator, but it would probably do it a disservice for all the knowledge that you've imparted on us over these last few days. So
That's awesome. Oh, thank you for that. Thank you for that. Mike, David.
Yeah, so I'm thoroughly exhausted and absolutely happy. I didn't really have any expectations, but as a casual shooter before I came here, I'm astounded that I did as well as I did.
You did great.
that all the credit goes to you guys. It's obvious how much thought and effort and preparation you guys have put into making this what it is. I came across your videos over a year ago.
Yes, sir.
And I was leaning towards doing something with you, and then I came across your videos, and then when I saw that you guys were teaming up.
Yep.
Don't use that hand gesture.
Yeah, don't do that.
Then you two came together.
No. Stepping over here.
You almost made me stop, drop, and roll.
Plus everything everybody else said.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm real happy.
Good.
We appreciate it.
And we're glad you're here. Ben.
Everybody else got it right, I think. The one thing I would like to add is your enthusiasm. It's contagious, and when you're tired and getting your butt kicked, you know, and it might not be fun anymore, you guys still had the enthusiasm, which was enough to pull you through and keep you working and to keep you positive even when things weren't easy. So I also wanted to thank you for the site. Like, this place is fantastic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's clean and well kept. Like, I'm just blown away by it. So I really appreciate it.
Great venue.
Everybody stayed. Their bellies were full all week. Weekend. Good.
Yeah.
Good. Glad you guys enjoyed that. Hey, I want to say a special thanks to Mo. Number one, he's been a huge part of helping us develop this kind of behind the scenes. You know, he and I have worked together on the curriculum, and he did a lot of the curriculum design in that. I want to make sure that he gets credit for that, making those slides look as beautiful as they did. And me and him are constantly talking about, hey, let's add this. Me, him, and Ray are always like, hey, how can we improve in this? And that's what we constantly focus on. Like, our discussions all day are like, what can we improve in this? What can we improve on this?
What can we change?
And
this is just our first year. Keep that in mind.
Yeah, and every course has gotten better and better and better. And I'll tell you, I still think even our very first course, you know, from our perspective, was a little rough around the edges, but I think, you know, from a student's perspective and for what we brought to the table as far as the curriculum, the training, I would put, I'm just telling you right now, I know what type of long-range training is out there, and I'm telling you right now, this is the best course in the country, hands down. I'm just telling you that. I know it, and it's because of these guys, their experience, their enthusiasm, everything that you guys pointed out. And the other person that doesn't get nearly as much credit is my wife. You know, Summer is a huge part of not only Paramount but making these things happen, logistically speaking. So I just want to give her some credit. Yeah. And yeah, that's right. That's right. All right. So we covered a lot, and thanks for coming out, Brian. Brian was, this is the first time he's been out. He was a great asset this course, so we appreciate that as well, Brian.
Thanks, Brian.
So we covered a lot. The other people that I need to thank is our sponsors. Everybody from Masterpiece Arms, Fat Boy Tripods, Zeiss, Accutac, Thunder Beast Arms, MDT, and
Thunder Beast.
Fix It Sticks, and what else?
Thunder Beast.
And Thunder Beast Arms.
Yep.
Those folks have come together and invested in us and in you, and that's something that you don't see very much. They're all about, you know, a lot of these companies are all about making sure that they have stuff on the prize tables for pros. Well, that doesn't do anything for any, well, I mean, it's good, right? But at the end of the day, you know, if they really want to make money, they need to invest in new shooters. This is the best investment. Those guys have everything, or they get everything for free. So, you know, I think it's really smart of them to do this, and we really do appreciate it. And they make the prize table stuff happen, as well as many other things behind the scenes as well. So I definitely want to thank them. All right. So as you all know, we always have top three. And what we're going to, certificates. We need to get certificates. We'll go back to we'll give you guys certificates, because I think Ray and I still have to sign those. But
yeah, we do.
We'll get those at the classroom. I know. Look, for this course, the way that we score things is we take your total time, we subtract your test percentage, and we subtract your hit percentage. And then the lowest number is the top three. Obviously, the lowest number is Top Gun. Second lowest number is second place, and third lowest number is in third place. So in third place, well, they're just gonna come up here and stay up here, all right? So the first person, Top Gun, is gonna get their choice of prizes. But in third place, with a blazing score of -2611, and our first female at a course, Stephanie Dawkins.
Yep.
Awesome job.
Thank you.
Congratulations.
You stay right up here.
Okay.
You stay here.
Yep. Make sure we get some photos. In second place with a blazing time of -36.49, coming all the way from Scotland, Sebastian.
Yep.
Woo! Great job, buddy.
Congratulations, Sebastian.
Thanks so much.
Yep.
Yep.
Don't grab my butt.
That's why I kept my hand up here. I don't do it.
And Top Gun, and in first place with a blazing time of -43.54, Matt Duncan. Woo! Woo! Husband and wife team. Get over here.
The whole house gets bragging rights.
All right, so Matt, you get to choose a prize. What prize are you going to choose?
Let's see.
You already have a fat boy.
I do. So I think it's gonna have to be the scope, Stephanie. I'm sorry, you don't get his ECO.
How dare you, sir?
No.
That'll be my backup.
This is your scope now.
Here, you hold this, turn that around so people can see it.
Turn the scope around.
There we go.
Don't drop it.
Yeah.
Got it.
No, I don't think this one is.
No, it was a joke.
Gary's like, uh-oh.
Sebastian, what are you going to choose, bud?
I think I'll have to go for the bipod if I can.
Yeah, absolutely. And you just know that this is together if you don't need a tripod. But I'm just.
We've been having to get actual sight for her. I think the wife would kill me.
Oh, there you go.
So I know who's boss.
All right.
Thanks, Mark.
Let me get him his plaque.
Oh, yeah.
And that'll fit nicely in your apartment without your wife killing you.
Exactly. Well.
And Steph,
I get a fat boy.
you get a fat boy. And here's your plaque.
The boy she's allowed to have.
Look how cute that is.
Awesome. Thank you.
Yes, thank you. Great job this weekend.
Oh,
As long as you don't post
never
it.
shot a
I
rifle.
post it.
Yeah.
I ain't posting shit.
That was awesome.
It's all you
I was
guys.
very, very proud.
You can, no one even knows I'm here except my
Hey,
wife,
it's a pleasure,
my
Mike.
kids,
If I want to come
and my
tomorrow,
one-on-one buddy.
it's